Hey everybody, look what we got today. It's the X-34 Landspeeder unit expansion for Star Wars Legion. Now I remember when they first announced this, I was super pumped because I knew, you know what, they are doing stuff beyond just what you see in the films. I think the first vehicle was the airspeeder, you know, the classic snow speeder from Empire Strikes Back. And yeah, we see the Landspeeder in the movie, and A New Hope, but the fact that this is being commandeered and have weapons put on top really feels like how the rebels would fight. They're commandeering civilian vehicles or older Imperial tech, and they're using it for the war. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up, stick the box right here. Let's see, we got a nice little tray here for it. And this is one of the older packs, so they still have the assembly guides here. So this is the assembly guide. You've got the driver and then the speeder itself. Two potential crew options and then two weapon choices that can go on to the top of it. And this nice assembly guide here for all of this. And then what it should look like at the end, and a component list. It even tells you some recommendations about how to do everything. And it also gives you some keywords: arsenal, embark, and disembark. I'm sorry, embark and disembark. Wow, I can't talk today. And then transported. So those are rules you may already be familiar with. If not, check it out online. So let's see. Put our little windshield here. That's cool. Some of the pieces of like the engines and the side. I'm really excited to put this one together. There's the main body of the speeder. It's just, I think it's really cool. Man, this base is huge compared to like a normal base, which is, you know, is like that big. I think it's really cool that they've taken this iconic ship and, you know, used it for a military purpose and have it in this game. I'd like to see them do more of that. And then we got some plastic here with, looks like some gun options. One of the crew members, maybe the driver right there. Now let's take a look at the cards and tokens and see what we get. I believe this is a heavy unit for the rebels. The first thing we get here is the tokens. You get some, you know, vehicle damage tokens here, regular damage. I think that's an ion token. Look at the unit card itself, and then we'll look at the upgrades that come with it. Well, there's some flavor text about it all. Here's the Landspeeder. 1 unit in this mini, 6 health. Starts getting some damage stuff around 4 though. The surges, hits and dodges right there, and it comes with the driver's 2 white little pistol blasters. So he's driving. I mean, he can't be focused on shooting because he's driving a Landspeeder. But we get armor 2. So you get to cancel up the 2 regular hits when defending. Arsenal 3, which lets you use 3 weapons when it attacks, which we'll get into. Cover 1, light transport open. So basically you can transport 1 friendly trooper unit if it has exactly 1 small base mini. So you could put like R2-D2 there if it didn't have C-3PO with them, or one of your heroes. After defending, if you suffered 1 or more wounds, each unit you're transporting also suffers a wound. Now there is a close transport as well where they don't take the damage, but since this is an open air vehicle. And then Speeder 1, while moving, ignore terrain height 1 or lower. When you activate, perform a compulsory move. Now they've since changed, AMG has changed the terrain, moving through terrain where like height 1 really doesn't affect anyone anymore. So I want to see what they do to upgrade Speeder in the future to kind of offset that. Okay, so we have Ryder Azadi. So this is one of our pilot options. While performing the move, increase or decrease your maximum speed by 1. But you do have to exhaust for that. We could also have an outer rim speed jockey. You gain cover 1. Nice. 2 of those options. Of course, as a crew, you get just a A300 rifle gunner, just like you would get with some of your core units, your troopers and whatnot. 2 white dice, but I believe this might be 0 now, or costs like 1. I have to look at the new. This has the original point values on it. So you have Arsenal 3, so you're gonna have that that little guy on it, your driver. Then you can use one of these weapons as well, and then a third weapon. So you could have this rocket gunner, which has range 2 to 4, one of each type of die, and it has impact 2. So that's obviously an anti-armor thing right there. And then you have hard points. So you can have a big old gun on the top. You could do this Mark II medium blaster that has 4 black die, range 1 to 3. But it's fixed on the front, so you have to be, you know, aiming at the person. You can't spin that gun around. It's stuck, you know, welded onto the frame. Or an ion blaster, which this one you don't have to exhaust. This one you do. Range 1 to 4. It's got 4 white die, 1 black die. Kind of similar to the upgrades you get on the Rebel Pathfinders, actually. This is kind of like Bistan. Fixed front, impact 1, and ion 1. So, I mean, you can combine that with the Rocket Trooper and have quite a bit of an anti-armor platform going around. And then other upgrades, we have HQ Uplink. So during the issue order step of the command phase, you can issue an order to yourself. So you can definitely see you would stack some guys on this, speed them across the map, maybe use it to get one of your key minis, like one of your commanders or operatives, into the battlefield or to an objective as quick as possible. And then you can kind of provide some cover as you shoot around. Or you can load it up with anti-armor stuff and maybe try to take out speeder bikes or an ATST or, you know, other land speeders, that kind of stuff. But that's just a quick overview of what's in the pack if you guys were considering buying this or not. I know this pack has been out for a while, but some people don't have it. I think it's going to be great. I'm so excited to paint this bad boy. I don't think I'm going to do this color scheme. I'll probably do something else. If you guys have a Landspeeder, leave a comment down below. Let us know if you play with a Landspeeder in your army. If you do, what kind of upgrades and configurations you have on them and who you transport around the battlefield. And then if you guys want to provide links to pictures, I'd love to see like what your guys' speeders look like. If you try to go with the classic Luke's version or do some other wild color scheme. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got a lot of black and yellow in my army, so I may do something with that, like yellow with black stripes or something like that. But we'll see. But yeah, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know how you guys feel about this pack, or if there's any units you think it synergizes well with, or doesn't, or if you prefer this over like an ATRT, or you like an ATRT more, you know. But be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It means a lot to us if you do that. It'll let you know. You can hit that notification bell to know if when we come out with new videos. But we love Legion here. We're trying to do more Legion content. Battle reports, probably full-on playthroughs of the games, and of course unboxings, and probably post some like painting tips and stuff like that too as we go. But until then, you guys go play some games.